Hey, what up, peeps? We live again on Sunday. Beautiful day today here in Houston. And what's happening up there in Cali, man?
Hey, what's up, people? Yeah, man, we back. Hey, the weather's nice, man. A little windy, man. Got my allergies acting up, but it's not real hot yet. Not
Right?
real hot. Not real hot. So yeah, man. Glad to
Yeah.
see you, man. It's good seeing
I
you again,
know.
bro.
I know, man. Boy, it's been we took off a week, people, as you know, for reasonings that matters most. And now we're back trying to get started again. But I can tell you next week we're probably gone again due to the fact that I'll be in San Diego. No, I won't be seeing Mike. But
No,
I'll be close to him, and it's my oldest son, his 30th birthday, so got an invite to that, so I definitely got to show up for that and make that happen. Be there for about 36 hours and coming right back to Big T Town. That's where we're at.
back to your
Yeah,
grind, huh? Back to
yeah,
your
back to
grind.
my grind.
Back to your
Yeah,
grind.
man. But so yeah, been I put this untitled here, people. If you can see, is do you quit or do you overcome setbacks? Mike and I have been around for a minute, so we can definitely share 2 different setbacks. But as you guys know, my biggest one right now is overcoming this back pain that I've been, advised that I have arthritis in my back and all of the different things that we talked about on one of the other shows. Of course, there's no surgery involved, but I've just been dealing with this morning tightness, morning pain that usually lasts, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes after I get up, and then it goes away. But it's got stiffness in my back, and I've been going to see. I posted some stuff on my IG. I've been going to see a doctor, not a doctor, but someone who's dealing with back pain and stuff like that, deep tissue massage therapist. And I've been getting a lot of acupuncture and stuff like that. Today at church, I got introduced to a guy who's actually a doctor that's going to set up an appointment up so I can go see him and see if he can make some adjustments. He's a kind of a chiropractor, but he don't do the popping. He just does the x-rays and stuff like that. So it kind of give me some insight more on where I'm at. But I'm 9 weeks out from a show that normally at about this time I'm feeling really good. But right now I'm just kind of at a slow pause due to the fact that I can't do as much as I used to. My cardio is there, but it's not where I want to be. I'm used to doing, an hour in the morning and maybe 45 at night. And being on my work schedule now, which is 13 hours a day, God has blessed me to have a steady schedule of clients. So I won't complain about that at all. And so, being on my feet 13 hours and then trying to do cardio and then trying to all the stuff, I'm not going to find any excuses. I had one of those moments of awareness the other day, Mike. I was getting, acupuncture done, and my wife was there, and the lady was telling me all the things that I needed to do to try to help correct this stuff, and it was just kind of overwhelming. Kind of brought tears to my eyes. I couldn't control it due to the fact that it just took me back to when they said, okay, due to the injury you have on your forearm, you can't play ball anymore.
Yeah,
and then
triggered that old
feeling, man. It's like, oh no, man, I can't be taken away from something else I really enjoy doing. Right. So, learning to overcome setbacks due to with the support of my wife and, helping me stretch, telling me to do the certain things that I've been lazy on doing because, as my wife has stated, during my early years, I've been able to just get past all these little things and still get it done.
Dang, I hear that from my son. Same thing from my son, man.
Yeah, so I'm not able to bounce back like that, but at least I have someone to kind of push me, accountability partner, and keep me from just sitting on the couch going, "Oh, forget it, man. I'm not going to do it now." So yeah.
And the thing is, too, what I think too, Rob, most people, like we talked about, like you get what the title says about quitting, we don't know what that word means, because we're built different, because we've been athletes, professional athletes, and things we've done. In order to be that successful, you have to have that pain tolerance. Our pain tolerance, and I was talking to somebody the other day and said, hey, the pain tolerance that we have is totally different than a regular person. And it's not nothing against a regular person, but it's just the drive and determination of working through it or finding ways to work through it. Just like you talking about your back. You could say, hey, you know what? My back is killing me. I'm going through all of this and all of that. I'm not going to compete.
Yeah.
But yet you're still on here saying, hey, I'm still finding a way to work around it. where I can get on that stage, and be the best I can be. And, that's all we can ask of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, when they have minor mishaps or whatever, and they've been on a fitness journey, then all of a sudden they stop.
Yeah.
Or they don't go through the process. I was talking to a guy, he had a prostate surgery. And I said, hey man, get in best shape you can. So after, you'll be able to do the things that you're doing now, but it won't be as long. And he got in great shape, man. And we talked the other day, and he did a little bit more than he should have, and he was icing and everything. He said, you know what, man? I remember what you said. You said, after my surgery, it's going to be recovery. I can't just go right back out there. And then, you got to go to that next phase of going back into rehab, rehab mode. And then you get back to doing the things you're doing, but you still have the mindset of working out. He said, even in the stuff that he's doing, like walking and stuff, every day he gets a little bit better. He progresses. And now he says he'll be ready to lift weights in a couple more weeks and stuff when the doctor gets him to pull some stuff. But the thing, his key was he got in shape. He lost weight. He did things. He got his conditioning down. And he's a former athlete as well. So his mentality, he said, hey, it was people in my room that were half my age or a little younger, and they were still crying and complaining about pain. He said, man, first day they gave me the pain stuff in the IV. After that, I was on ibuprofen and Tylenol.
Yeah. Yeah, he
So,
just had the mindset. He had the mindset that he wanted to get past it fast. And and I tell people all the time, it's the difference between pain and injury.
Exactly. That's what we talked about as well. We talked about the same thing.
Yeah. So if you're injured, then you sit down and get healed. But if you're just having some pain and it's not causing you any type of something that you cannot move from, then go ahead and just keep trying to push on. Just be, aware of your pain tolerance, and don't get to the point to where it's, you're pushing yourself harder than needed just to try to prove a point.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a definitely a difficult thing, I would say, for everyone, but definitely for athletes and ex-athletes and people who can no longer do what they was at their top best at. And when I look at myself now, getting ready to turn 64 in 30 days, but wow, less than that actually, Mike, in about 10 days. But yeah, so I look at that and I just think about how so many times when you meet someone who hadn't been at an extreme level of, say, sports or whatever it may be, that pain will tell you have an injury right away.
Right.
It will. And it's expected. It's automatic. And so, a lot of people look at us and kind of go, why? What are you trying to prove? And it's not even a proof. It's living. It's how you've been living all your life to play through pain. And so when you become, as I was about to say earlier, is that at our age, you start to realize, wow, man, 10 years ago or even 5 years ago, I used to be able to get past this and I didn't worry about it. But as you get older, thank God I've been working out all this time and been a part of fitness all this time, because right now I know that if I would not have had the strength that I have in my back and all that, I'll just be lying around on the couch feeling sorry for myself.
Sorry for yourself, gaining weight, then being overweight and now making your back even worse because now you gain weight. You don't have the muscle around other parts of your body to
absolutely
function. And that's what, we tell people that all the time. And, you hit it right on the head, Robert, when you said that. We have little injuries and stuff that hurt us every day as you get older. You're going to have that. That's just basic stuff. To work through it, just like you said, and find ways to work through it, get through it on a daily basis. People think we get up and we're out there working out, we're going crazy and everything. Nah, man, I'm transparent. You see me in the morning, I'll post in the morning, man, I'm tired. My knees hurt. I take my knees every now and then. My shoulder, man, because of, I replaced it. different little things, man. Like you say, even my back, like you say, my back, you know, it just through because we talking about we play football. So when you play football,
Yeah,
you're gonna have these things. But the thing that I'm blessed to say that every day that God wakes us up, you know, we're able to function. So we're gonna give it the best we can because He gave us that day, and we
that's
do,
right.
and you know, and we do. And the thing is,
Yeah,
we continue to say, hey, we're not going to quit because we try to be role models for people our age. And I know when I'm at the gym, I know when you're in there working people out, people are looking at you and say, man, that guy's what, going to be 64 years old. He's still going. That
yeah,
is not only giving people motivation, it's giving people hope to say, hey, you know what? At 30 years old, 20 some years old, if I start doing just something 3 or 4 times a week, I won't be
yeah,
that bad off when I hit that age.
yeah,
You know,
absolutely. And I myself right now, I follow these groups. You know, it says 50 and above, 60 and above, 70 and above. In this, you know, this fitness world, you have all those people who still compete, still do all the things that they want to do,
right?
whether it's running, or biking, or whatever. But I'm part of those groups, and you know, even at my age now, I look at the next level age. I go, man,
Exactly,
when I'm 74, man, 10 years from now, I'm hoping I could do exactly that. So I have that
exactly.
internal drive to where everybody has a coach. You know what I mean? Somebody else is coaching you, whether it's visually or actually hands-on. But that whole concept about always seeing yourself getting better is something you should continue to hold, even at no matter what age you are. You can say, "I can get better. I can get better." So it's just all about not quitting, understanding that setbacks are just that. It could be for you a growth pattern. It could be to see, you know, where you're really at in your own push for fitness or whatever it may be. And even business wise, we all have setbacks. And
Exactly.
setbacks, well, you can quit or you can keep going for sure.
And being being in the gym or working out, you know, like not just and whatever you do as far as fitness, it helps you with your mental health. It helps you continue to grow. So it makes you stronger, not only physically, mentally, spiritually. And the thing is, when times get tough, you look at what you did, that grind that got you there, that where you're at. And I know I do.
Yeah.
And I say, hey man, you know what? I'm not gonna give up. And I want to be healthy. You know, my just like you said, I'm 66. I'm 4 years away from being 70 years old. And I'm like, did I ever think that at 70 years old, I was going to be looking like this, being able to function like this?
Yeah.
You know, back then we were like, nah, man, I don't even know if I'm going to
Yeah.
make it to 60, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, the
Yeah.
older I get, you know, the more I'm trying to work because I want to experience and be that
Yeah.
person that's 70. Like I got a buddy just turned 70, man. He's out there coaching football. He's working out. He's working his grandson out. And I'm like, man, that's that's
Yeah.
that's you know, like you said, we always have that one person or something, those go-to people, or even if it's visuals to say, hey, I can look at that. It's just not all about me. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know everything and I don't see everything. When I see those people out there, man, 70, 80, 90 years old, man, still working out, still lifting, that's
That's all right.
inspirational to me, you know, as well
Yeah.
as you. I know because
Yeah.
that helps us that helps us mentally get to that point to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna still do this too.
Yeah. It's you know, everybody have set goals. And I would say every decade you should be setting new goals. And, you know, especially with your health and of course your lifestyle and business and stuff like that. But try to always set those goals, man, because once you give up on setting goals and all that, I think it's like people who retire. When they retire, if they don't have any set things to do, they just
Hmm.
go downhill. No matter how
Exactly.
healthy they were, they just go downhill.
Right.
And the mind is no longer stimulated. So then, you know, there's all these things start to happen. Dementia, all of the extra stuff that wouldn't have normally happened if you stay active. So in the world of fitness, I would hope that most people out there is not going, okay, now that I'm in my 60s, I should not be lifting this weight or I should not be doing this, because it's the same as people who are not doing any fitness stuff. They still
Hmm.
live age and they go, well, I'm 60 years old. I should be just sitting around with my grandkids not doing anything. And their life just dissolving because they chose to. You know, when you choose to make decisions like that, the outcome is never going to be good. But if you choose to stay healthy, be live, you know, do the things that you normally would do, as long as your body is physically fit to do it, then do it. And if it's not physically fit to do it, just do less effort of it, but continue the movements.
Exactly.
And make it happen. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So hey,
so
I know your back is bothering you, and I know you
yeah,
want to
yeah,
get a little rest because you do have those
yeah,
long days. So we're not gonna be as long
yeah,
today as we have
yeah,
done in the
yeah.
past. So
Yeah, no, I understand that. I understand that. But, you know, once again, people, our biggest message right here today is just understanding that we all have a choice. And if you choose to quit, you choose to quit. I will say to you, don't quit. Just continue to do what you're doing, even if it's one step forward, one step backwards, but at least you're not going backwards the whole time. And you continue to move forward with the first step. And at some point, that chain of stepping will change and you'll be moving forward. And we just kind of go from there. But yeah, man, this has been a challenge for me. And Mike and I have always sit here and tell you the real shit with us. And we sit here, we talk about fitness, we talk about all that. But I'm telling you right now, even with that, we still have our bangs and our bruises. And I'm dealing with one now. But hopefully, come September 20th, I'll be able to come on here and go, hey, look, I competed again. I reached my goal. And then I can start talking about slowing down. But I just have a goal that I want to complete. And if I got to deal with this pain on a daily basis until September 21st, which is the 20th is the show, then I'll deal with that. And then I'll figure out how to, you know, manipulate my movement from that point on. Yeah.
And with that, if you're out there and you're struggling and you're in between, I don't know if I want to continue or quit, and you have questions, you want to reach out to us. Both of us, I'm pretty sure we're both willing to answer any questions and help as much as we can. So to always don't feel that you're alone in this, because we struggle every day, just like Rob said. Just because you're struggling, you gotta remember somebody out there struggling a lot more than you are.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what we're going to say to you guys is always continue to reach out to us through questions, answers. Please subscribe. Just help us have an opportunity to move up a little bit with this podcast. In 2 weeks, I know we're going to have a young lady coming on board who has dealt with cancer, and she's now in the recovery period, and she's now started this new organization called Rising in Grace, and we're going to have her on, and she's going to discuss that. And probably a week later, we're going to have someone on who talks about Ozempic and how, yes, you can lose the weight from it, but if you're not training and working out, it's probably one of the most ugliest weight loss that you can have, due to the fact that you lose muscle, you lose all of those things. Because as we all know, as it says out there, when you're on it, a lot of people think, why work out? Because I'm burning calories and burning fat right now anyways. So they stop. But you forget that muscle is also one of those burning factors unless you're rebuilding them. So we will definitely bring those two ladies on board. So next week, once again, Mike will be out due to my son's birthday. And you'll be dealing with your daughter too. And then the following week, we'll come with a special guest, and then we'll go from there. But we'll be bringing it to you.
We'll be back in full effect in August.
Yes, that's right. So subscribe, people. Let us know what you think. And then we will reach out and make sure we answer your questions. Peace.
Joseph.